Just Give Me 5 is more than just a brand. It's really our way of giving back to the individuals who helped pave the way for so many opportunities today. It feels good giving them a chance to tell their story and let them be heard. Because if it wasn't for them, a lot of things wouldn't really exist. I'm Dave Miranda, and all I'm saying is just give me 5.
When it comes to certain professions in life, some people learn their craft and some people are simply born to do it. And this guest that we have with us today is definitely one of those individuals who was born to do this. Coming straight out of South Phoenix, he is the official ring announcer for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mayweather Promotions. He's also a part of a lot of other boxing platforms such as ESPN, Top Rank, Showtime PPV, and so much more. He also made history by being one of announcers to be in the new boxing video game Undisputed. I mean, let's not play games here, baby. The guy's had a hell of a journey, and we're gonna get into all of that right now. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the one, the only, Ramblin' Ralph, AKA Ralph Velez Jr. What's going on, my brother?
I'm here, man. Damn, that's take my job, bro. I gotta watch out, dude.
Oh man, it is such an honor to have you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's a pleasure to be here, man. I follow you. I see the videos, and I'm like, man, you're doing good work, bro. So
I appreciate it.
I salute you.
I appreciate you, brother. You know what I mean? And I got to give a shout out to Mark for.
Mark, so you and Mark and I are gonna have a big conversation here pretty soon.
Shout out to Mark. He had reached out. It was like last July. He hit me up on Instagram and was like, hey man, you know, like I love the videos that you're doing. If you're interested in, Ramblin' Ralph, I manage, some boxing, fighters and stuff, and think it would be a really good situation. He's out of South Phoenix. I was like, I know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And then, fast forward time, it's just the way the universe works.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, Mark's a good guy, man. He helped me with a lot of stuff, wanted to get into PR, and then he kind of slid me a couple of your videos on the low. I didn't put two and two together. I'm like, man, this dude's like, I said, yeah, I know that guy anyway. I go, he does a lot of the parties around, hosts a lot of parties.
Right.
Cool dude. I think you guys even brought up a couple of the fighters from Casa Grande, if I'm not mistaken. The Ramos family. I think they went out to join you on one of your shows.
They were at the one on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, on a Sunday afternoon.
Shout out to Bobby Anthony.
Yeah, big shouts out to the Ramos family too. And I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. And then you hit me up and I was like, and then you told me about Mark. Mark, we're gonna have dinner. We're gonna have a long talk. But no, it's a pleasure to be here. And thank you, Mark, for doing that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. You know what I mean? It's so yeah, man. Like, it's one of those things where this show was designed to not only necessarily highlight Arizona legends, but legends period. And Ralph, you are definitely one of them. And so yeah, man, we are just so happy to have you. You know what I'm saying? And I got to shout out Pro Edge Boxing Gym. That's where we are at right now. We are live and direct, baby, like they used to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we are on the front line right now. And it's people are in here getting busy. It's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big shouts out to those guys. Pro Edge is I've been coming here. They're associated with Iron Boy Promotions here locally in Arizona, but better than that, they do have a lot of people, kids here, and Santiago and Chris. They run this gym. They do a lot for the youth, and I don't know, you can't see behind us, but there's a lot of kids around this time.
Yeah.
That instead of being on the streets right now at 116, they're in here in a different kind of heat, learning how to defend themselves and learning about life. So it's a cool place.
Yeah. I love it, man. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it then, Ralph. Man, when did you know that you wanted to be a ring announcer?
Man, I was, first of all, I was a big wrestling fan, right? So like WWF, like a lot of kids in my time, the Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man Randy Savage, that was my era, bro. So
Ultimate Warrior was my guy.
Oh yeah, he was my guy too. But then when he fought Hogan, I was like, man, I gotta pick and choose and see what's going on, man. There was this one guy, his name was Howard Finkel.
Yes.
Small announcer, little dude, but his voice was incredible. And I said, that little dude is making 90,000 people go crazy. I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I looked for anything I can get my hands on as far as a mic. My brother had this little speak and spell thing that had like a little mic attached to it.
Okay.
I go around the house and pretend I was Howard Finkel.
Yeah.
And my family, they were big Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. fans, right? So every time he would fight, of course, Mexican tradition, you have your little carne asada, and everybody, I don't know if you had one of these televisions, but I think every Latin family, or you knew someone that was Latin, that had the tabletop television with it was a piece of furniture, really.
Oh, yeah,
And there were all the santitos and the pictures of your tias, on there.
Right.
But we all would gather around that, 30, 40 of us, man, and that was as big as TVs got back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So you just were around it, dude, and I just was like, man, I want to be like Howard Finkel, and then the Buffers and the Jimmy Lennon Juniors came in.
Right,
and I'm just like, dude, this is incredible, man. So I knew right then and there at 7, bro, that's what I wanted to do. So what I would do is I would go play at South Mountain East Little League. That's where I grew up and played baseball there.
Okay.
And there was one game, I was 7 years old, dude. I was sitting there and I could hear the announcer from back in the main game.
Yeah.
I said, man, that ain't no Howard Finkel. No, that guy sucks, dude. And I didn't say nothing to nobody. I told my dad, I said, Dad, after the game, could we go up here and talk to this guy real quick about the announcing?
Yeah.
My dad already knew what I was already up to, man.
Right.
I would get my wrestling dolls at home, bro, and I
Yeah.
would get the little pots and pans and pretend they were bells and practice my announcing. So my mom and my dad, they heard this dude going on all through the house, 24/7, 365.
Right.
He says, you're not going to stay out here until 11 o'clock at night. I already know what you're trying to do. I said, no. I said, I just want to talk to him. So I went over there. His name was Leo Angulo. I said, Mr. Angulo, I said, I would like to try to see if I can, announce second game. Mm-hmm. So we already have Bobby, and Bobby had been there. He's one of those dudes that he's like the local Little League hero. He'd be announcing the game for 20 years. I had no shot. So he's like, but Bobby will I'll see if he'll let you do one batter. I said,
Yeah.
One batter.
Right.
So Bobby did his little thing, and I got the mic, and I swear, bro, I thought I was the second coming of Howard Finkel. I went up there.
Oh, yeah.
Now batting, number 11, Bobby Martinez. I remember the name exactly,
Right.
bro. And he looked at me, and he's like, dude. And ever since then, he let me do the game with him. So from 7 to 22, 23 years old, I had announced pretty much every Little League game that had gone on at that field. So it became my home. After I got done playing there, I started coaching there. Mm-hmm. And this whole time, I'm thinking, okay, somehow, some way, I'm going to figure out a way to get into either boxing, wrestling, something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make my mark there.
Okay.
I didn't know how I was gonna do it, bro.
But it was gonna happen.
It was just gonna happen, right? So fast forward 24, 25, 26 years old, 27. I get into the real estate market. I'm still a mortgage broker to this day. I never let my license go. So I'm in real estate. Life is moving fast. This is at the time where anybody could have got a loan. So your boys out there, I'm doing it. I'm in my suits.
Right.
I'm going to Hard Rock on Thursdays. This is what.
Yeah.
But it never passed my mind. Like, it was still there. It wasn't buried, but it was, kind of just like, it's there.
Yeah.
My friend Jesus El Martillo Gonzalez, who used to fight for Top Rank, ended up leaving that company and going to a company by the name of Fan Base Promotions.
Okay, yeah.
It's 32 years old, bro. I'm sitting there and I open the sports page, and right there, Jesus El Martillo fighting in Phoenix for his comeback fight. And bro, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll never forget it. My dad was sitting there drinking coffee. I said, Pops, I said, I'm announcing this fight right here. Which one? This one right here. Bro, I didn't know how, when, who. I didn't know, but I was going to do it.
Right.
I said, Lord, this is, I've been waiting for you to tell me what time it was.
This is it.
This is it.
This
so
is it, yep.
I called the promoter. Well, actually, I saw Jesus' dad. I said, so what's up with this fight? Oh, yeah, promoter, Fan Base Promotions. The guy's in Canada. He lives in Canada. I said, Canada?
Yeah.
Let me have his number. So I called. His wife answered. The promoter's wife answered. She said, can I help you? I said, yeah, my name is Ralph. I announce all the fights here in Phoenix.
Right.
I just want to let you guys know that, when you guys come here, I can handle that for you because I do all the events around here.
Right.
Now,
Kind of a
kids,
big
listen,
deal.
kids, I just, in my mind though, bro, since I was 7, games, I had done some Lego competitions. To me, I was the man down there.
Yeah, right.
And there wasn't a lot of boxing around at that time. So for me, I just said, yeah, I do everything here, man. Just come on down, I'll take care of you.
Right.
I said, well, send me a demo. I said, damn. Okay.
Now
okay. So I figured, okay, how am I gonna do this?
Right.
So in South Phoenix and South Plaza, there was a Radio Shack that was in there, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, drove to Radio Shack, bought a $5 mic, went on Napster.
Okay.
Yeah,
because this was 06.
Yeah, Napster. I think Audio Galaxy was one.
LimeWire.
LimeWire. And I found me a burnt copy of Fruit Loops that all the DJs used.
Yeah.
Adobe Audition, where you could cut
Yeah, of course.
That was my favorite.
Right.
Adobe Audition saved my life. So I literally made a whole arena with crowd noise and me with the reverb.
Right.
It was like a $7 setup, dude.
Shit sounded like Royal Rumble.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
it sounded like a Pontiac Silverdome with 90,000 people in
Right.
it. I sent it to him and she says, man, we really like it. My husband's down there in Phoenix. Go meet with them.
Okay.
We put it together. He's like, you know what? We're going to let you do the show. We like your demo. We'll let you do the show. But it's just going to be a club show. Dude, I didn't care what kind of show it was going to be.
Yeah,
It's supposed to
exactly.
be at the Celebrity Theater. And then I get a call like a month before the show starts. They're like, Ralph, we got good news and bad news for you. Which one do you want? I said, I'll take the bad news first, always, and then we'll end on a positive note. I already knew what he was going to tell me. I wasn't doing the show. I already kind of had it in my mind because of the way I went about it. I kind of felt like, man, this is karma coming back to me, right?
Right.
So he says, we're not doing the club show. I said, well, I kind of figured that. He says, but I landed ESPN Friday Night Fights. And it was when the Diamondbacks hosted the All-Star game, so it was that Friday.
Oh, wow.
Big deal, bro.
Wow.
They had it at the arena. It was going to be at the arena, big deal.
Wow.
And I said, well, I appreciate you thinking of me for this club show. I still want to help you guys out, whatever I could do. I know you're going to probably bring in David Diamante. Even Jimmy Lennon was doing Friday Night Fights at that time.
Yep.
He says, nah, bro, I gave you my word. You're going to do it. He says, you're doing Friday Night Fights. I said, okay, sir, thank you very much. Bro, I hung up that phone.
Wow.
And I was like,
this is it.
first of all, yeah, this is it. But I was like, what did I do? Because I had never done a boxing show, and here I am my first show.
In too deep.
I'm
you know
doing
what I mean?
a worldwide ESPN telecast.
No turning back. Yep.
No turning back, dude. And this is where, when everybody and whatever they decide to do in their life, this is where you're always going to end up with this one situation.
This is fate.
Where you're a fork in the road, right?
Yep.
You're either going to sell out to yourself and
Yep.
not have confidence in yourself, and all the things you've done prior to this, you're just going to let them go, or you're going to say, no, dude, like I have my family, I have my kids. I've been doing this for so long. I believe in myself. God put this in me. You got to just go kill it.
Yep.
And I said, I'm just going to take this road. I prayed. And bro, these earpieces that everybody uses, right?
Yeah.
IFBs. So they're like, hey, come a little early so we can get your IFB situated. Excuse me, we're in this gym, bro. And
I told you we in here rough, rugged, and raw.
And he's like, you got to come early to put your IFB in. So I'm over there walking. I said, okay, I'll be there. Dude, I had no idea what they were talking about. No
hundreds of
idea,
those.
bro. That IFB is a little earpiece that you see everybody with when they're in the
Right.
in the ring, or they're dancing, or they're at a concert. The earpiece,
Yep.
that's what that is, right?
Yep.
So then I had no idea. We're 10 minutes before the show starts, and the dude's like, get over here. So he's like, I'm like, what? So they're micing me up. I had 2 minutes before the show went on. And the dude says, all right, dude, we're doing ESPN 3 and we're going ESPN 3D. We're going to go all the way across the world with this broadcast. You lucked out. Now you're going to be all over the world.
Oh my God.
Bro, I'm like,
This is your debut.
oh my God, bro.
Right.
And at that moment, honestly, I just closed my eyes and I said,
Yeah.
Lord,
Take the wheel.
you put all this in my vision. You put all this in my heart.
Yeah.
You have me here.
Yeah.
Either I bomb so bad that I can never even show my face in any kind of broadcast ever again,
Yeah.
or you let me get through it. And
Right.
man, God is good, bro. We killed the show.
Nice,
It was
man.
one of the highest rated shows that ESPN ever had.
Wow.
And our guy got the win. I didn't even know this at the time. We had some local promoters that were there in the crowd. Roberto Vargas from Iron Boy Promotions. He's like, bro, I want you to do my shows. And this is where I messed up right away. I'm gonna tell you, bro. For anybody that gets a chance to do something in their life, gotta stay level-headed, bro.
Yeah.
My head right away. I'm Mr. ESPN. I made it. I'm the next buffer. I walked into their show. I'm like, where's my dressing room at? Because at the Suns arena, bro, I had I had Coach Alvin Gentry's his office, bro. So I had a whole spread out. I had food, I had everything.
Right. Damn near had
They're
a
like,
locker.
dog, you ain't got no. This is celebrity theater. You've been back there.
Yeah, man.
There ain't much room if you're an artist, bro.
Oh, no.
And some artists, when they show up, they get really mad because they're like,
They
you know,
didn't
in a
know
Debo
that.
and a pigeon
Yeah, they
coop
didn't
back
know it.
there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Great for the fans, for people that work there, not so much.
Right.
So you're like, you're gonna have to get dressed in the bathroom. Bathroom, bro. I just did ESPN. I'm gonna get dressed in the bathroom.
You know who I am,
bro. Rude awakening.
Yeah.
Right there. And I said, you know what, dude? You need to chill out. Like, go get dressed in the bathroom, do your thing.
How did you get to be the official ring announcer for Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mayweather Promotions? Like, how did that all happen?
So it's funny that you say that because in that same show, bro,
Yeah.
where I had to bring my big ass head down back to normal,
Right.
I'm doing the show,
Yeah.
and they have another show like in the next 2 weeks. So then I apologize. I'm like, hey man, sorry, you know, I didn't know where I was supposed to get dressed, blah blah. I apologize.
Yeah.
I want to work with you guys again. Okay, we got a show in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks come, we're doing the second show, and the promoter says, hey, do me a favor. I need you to pick up somebody from the airport. I said, Roberto, I have a date, bro, that I've been working on for like 7 months.
Right.
And it's today, bro. Like I can't go pick up somebody from the airport. Who is it?
Yeah.
They're like, it's Uncle Roger Mayweather. I said, dude, don't you know I'm a Pacquiao fan, bro? I can't go pick up no Mayweather. Like, and this is before, you know.
Right.
I said, not only that, I would do it, but I have a date, dude. I have been working on for a long time. I said, I can't. This is one of them times where
Yeah.
everything go, even hanging out with your mama for this 7 month date. I've been working on it.
Right.
He said, please, man, just please go pick him up. So nobody could pick him up. I said, fine, I'll go pick him up. So I'll call, cancel the date, go to the airport.
Yeah.
And I show up to the airport, and it's Roger Mayweather sitting on this gigantic Louis Vuitton, like, treasure chest, and another guy that I didn't know. So I said, what's your name? Oh, my name's Bob Ware. I'm the cut man. I said, okay, cool. So I get him into the car, and I'm thinking, okay, hotel, I still can make my date. I'm told I'm going to be late.
We're on good time.
Yeah, we're on good time.
Yeah.
First thing Uncle Roger tells me, bro, where the girls at?
Funny you
I'm
ask,
like,
Roger.
excuse me? I says, he serious? And he goes, yeah, I don't want to go back to the hotel. I want to go hang out. Oh, man. I'm like, dude.
Oh, man.
So we ended up going to the west side. My friend DJ Ramiro, DJ Rami was DJing a night in the west side. So we went to the west side.
Yeah.
Latino party. We get off and Roger's attacked. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Roger
yeah,
Mayweather. Oh,
bro.
no, I'll take pictures, whatever.
Yeah,
he
man.
loved it. And then we ended up going to Scottsdale, another place. I didn't get home till 4 in the morning, bro. So I lost my date.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. She never called me back, of course. So,
Oh, my goodness.
But it all worked out, dude, because like I
Yeah.
sat there and talked with my friend Bobby Ware, and he said, "So what do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm the announcer." I go, "What do you do?" "Well, I'm Floyd's cut man. I work for Mayweather Promotions." Cool,
Yeah.
bro. We ended up talking, all of us, till about 4 a.m. And I had a brand newfound respect for Floyd's uncle. I mean, he's a tremendous man.
Yeah.
We do the show. Bobby calls back home and says, you guys got to listen to this guy. We need another announcer for Mayweather Promotions. This dude is perfect for it. So like a week later, bro, I get a phone call. And it's, hey, this is Mayweather Promotions, and we're interested in having you come over. Somebody saw you from the show last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, whoever this is, kiss my ass, dude.
Right.
I thought it was one of my friends playing a joke with me.
Yeah, like it ain't funny. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I said, you know how this is important to me? That stop playing with me, man. So I hung up the phone.
Right.
They called right back. It says, you hang up on us again, we're never calling you back. Can you be in Vegas tomorrow so we can meet? And I said, oh shit, this might be for real.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I'll be there. I get on the plane. I go to Vegas, sign the contract, and 9 years later, bro,
Wow.
I'm still the announcer for Floyd Mayweather, personal announcer, man. It's been
That's incredible.
tremendous. I owe it all to these guys, man. Shouts out to Leonard Allerby, man, to Kenny Craig, Nicole Craig, and Bob Ware, all the Floyd, dude, all these guys. I mean, we did some incredible things. I mean, I got to work Mayweather McGregor, bro, which is incredible. I got to go to Dubai 3, 4, 5 times and do shows with him there. I got to go to Tokyo. It has been incredible.
Blessing.
It's like a movie, bro. It's just it's almost like if I were to tell you again a story and you didn't, I wasn't here in real life, you'd probably be like, man, that dude's lying, dude. That's full of shit, right?
You know what's funny though, Ralph, is that how you said, you know, being a Pacquiao fan.
Yeah.
So how did that transition? You working with Floyd, like the development? Did you develop a new amount of obviously a new amount of respect?
Of course, because
you know what I mean.
I was just a Pacquiao fan because I thought Floyd was a runner like every other Latino.
Right.
Yeah, Floyd's a runner because he was kicking all Mexicans' butt, right?
Right.
And then you see him in person. You see the work ethic. You see that this man trains for like an hour and a half straight, doesn't stop.
Serious. It's
you
serious.
see like the dude's drinking Mountain Dew while he's doing these. He's in his 15th round of working out, and he's drinking soda.
You don't
and you're
drink,
just like,
man.
bro,
like, it's just
never drank, never did drugs, never disrespected me. Always made sure that I was cool, you know, with the parameters of working, and you know, it's like everybody else, bro. When you're by yourself with your friends,
right,
you are a certain way.
When
the cameras are on, he likes playing the villain role, bro. That's why he is who he
Connor's
is.
the same way, but Connor learned that from him.
He did. He did.
So,
And it's funny that as soon as the McGregor fight that happened, Connor just like, oh, by the way, I got a whiskey, and by the way, I'm not crazy, and by the way, I'm gonna make $1 billion in the next 2 years.
Exactly.
That's just what happens.
Exactly,
and
man.
I got to learn that there's a lot of things outside of the ring that can flourish business-wise, and I just learned how to be a business guy. This guy never settles for anything. He doesn't just take whatever's there. It's like he told me one time, he said, you have to earn what you're worth. Do not settle. Do not take. He said, it may hurt you a little bit by not taking this, you know.
He's very calculated.
Big time. Big time. And and again, you know, everybody's like, oh, he don't own it. Dude, he's got tons of real estate, and he's got things that'll set him up for the rest of his life. Of course, you know, he gets out there doing this thing and may get in trouble here, get in trouble there, but who doesn't? Everybody has their own faults here and there, and they do whatever they do. But to me, he's never disrespected, bro. I've never had an issue with them. I got to work PBC cars. I got to work a Pacquiao car because of. It's funny, bro, because when Manny came to work for PBC, Mayweather Promotions was a promoter, so it was like it all became full circle, man. You know,
awesome.
And I became a big fan because when you see him fight live, dude, it's like, man, he's not running, bro. He knew what everybody else was gonna do before they even knew what they were gonna do. And
his defense game has always been impeccable.
Genius. I was always like, this guy's running everywhere. And just like every other Latino that was mad and he was whooping all their heroes' ass, right? All the datas on the Theos, he's just a runner, blah, blah, no.
When you got to give it up to Oscar De La Hoya, and the reason for that is because before Floyd fought Oscar, you know, that's when he was Pretty Boy. You know, and he was Pretty Boy Floyd, and he was doing HBO. Oscar said, you want to make some real money, we'll go to pay-per-view.
Yes, sir.
And it all changed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and he never looked back.
And that was a great fight, actually. I wish they would have fought again.
It was a classic, you know what I mean?
They would have fought again. And
I would have liked to see a second.
Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya, too, man. He's doing it, dude. There's only a certain few people in the sport that actually thrive on their business. It's a rough business. It is, there's just snakes everywhere, just like everything else. You know, music, and of course, you're in the music business. I mean, you know that there's people that they'll smile at you, and then as soon as you turn around, they're looking somewhere where they can jab you in the back. You just gotta stay within your P's and Q's. And one thing I learned from being with them for so long is that they just don't settle. You know, you have to know your worth. You have to realize that, hey, man, like I earned my spot here. You know, they could have picked anybody. They could have gone back to Jimmy Lennon. They could have gone Michael Buffer. But for some reason, this kid from South Mountain, bro, and Central and Southern, caught their attention. I respected them. They respected me. And we're 9 years running. I mean, dude, I got to be on top of the Burj Al Arab, which is like the highest hotel helicopter pad ever. And we were going to do a fight there, but it got canceled. But I still got to go up there. And the ring was set up. And it's just... Bro, Dubai's amazing. And I recommend anybody that's ever has a chance to go to Dubai, you got to go, bro. It is is a tremendous place.
It's
So,
definitely on the list. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
got lucky, man. Got lucky, and we just opportunity when opportunity is there, just like you have done with your life. Like you have to seize it. You cannot be afraid.
Right.
Of course, you get nervous, bro. It's like, dude, I'm
course.
announcing Floyd Mayweather and Anderson Silva on the same card in Dubai. I'm not even
Right.
anywhere near my home. You know.
Yeah, man.
But you can't be afraid. You as soon as you become afraid of what you're supposed to be and what
Yeah.
you're destined to be, you start messing up,
Right.
start doubting yourself, and that's where you have a downfall. So we've been pretty blessed, man.
Undisputed, the video game. How did this happen?
It's crazy that you say that. So I'm looking through YouTube,
Okay.
and some guy put up a video on this brand new boxing game. We hadn't had one in 10 years prior, Fight Night. And I found out who the company was. They were in London, and I called them.
Wow.
And I said, hey, man, I'm Floyd Mayweather's personal announcer. I would like to be in your video game, and I'll do it for whatever you got. I don't want no compensation.
Yeah.
I just want to help you guys with this.
Wow.
And so, dude, like a year and a half later, I didn't answer back to them or nothing.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, this is Ash from Undisputed. Remember you emailed me about being in the video game?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, like a year and a half ago. He's like, yeah. He says, well, are you ready? Yeah. He says, anybody else you can get us in the game? I go, yeah, you want Kenny Bayless? He's one of my best friends.
Wow.
Kenny Bayless, like the Hall of Famer, like the best rapper. I go, yeah.
Right.
I go, yeah, he's in his 70s, but he's my best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him. Can you get him?
Yeah.
No problem. So we went from there. My friend Todd Grisham, who's a play-by-play announcer, bro, he got involved.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, bro, there's over 200 fighters in this game.
Nice,
It's already
man.
sold almost 2 million copies, man. And it's so far behind, though, because it got so popular that I haven't even been able to lay my vocals down. But it's myself and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
That's amazing, bro.
in my mentor in the game.
Wow.
Jimmy's become one of my greatest friends and my mentor, and I work with him at Top Rank, man. I open up for my idol, dude. It's crazy.
That's beautiful,
I tell
man.
you that when I was telling you about studying these guys and just wanting to be a part of what they're a part of,
Right.
and then I get to work with him and open up for him every single show I do with Top Rank. It's incredible, dude. Incredible.
Absolutely, man. Ralph, tell us what's next for you.
Well, the industry is crazy right now. ESPN, unfortunately, and Top Rank are not gonna continue their partnership. It's well known all over the industry.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so if work's gonna slow down, we have to keep ourselves busy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I started a television station with a streaming company called Radiant. Shouts out to Prophecy and all the staff over at Radiant. But
Yeah.
our channel is called World of Boxing, and we have an unbelievable staff. Kenny Bayless and I have a television show.
Right.
And we've already had some tremendous guests. So we're going to try to make this the biggest streaming boxing channel in the world. And that's what the goal is.
How amazing is that? I love it.
Trying to get there, bro. One step at a time. We're going to have to bring you guys out there and have you check it out, man.
I'm with it. Beautiful. All right, Ralph. We're gonna end it on a positive note. I always like to do this, So when I say the word special, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're on a pedestal. It just means that the people that look up to you, that admire you, your loved ones, your friends, followers, whatever, right? Like to them, that's what you are, right? Because it's something that you're unique in your own way, and it's something to never forget, right? A lot of times we can get lost in the sauce with life, right?
Very easy to do.
It's always just good to remember that. So this question here for you, Ralph, how does it feel to know you're special and extremely loved?
Well, it feels really, really good, but I have to tell you that if it wasn't for them, I don't exist, right? So what I do is when I get that energy and I get that love, because there also is a lot of hate as well, right?
Of course.
I get some DMs, I get this, and I try not to pay attention to them because I know that if I accept that negative energy, we're going to come off the tracks.
Right,
so what I do
right.
is when I get this love and I get this admiration, I take it, and instead of allowing myself to get like I got after my first ESPN
Right.
show, I rechannel that into giving back. So I moved back into South Phoenix. I had moved out of the neighborhood. I moved back into the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm right back on 7th Street in Dobbins, right there.
Okay.
Right in the middle where everything was
in the
at.
cut, baby. Yeah.
In the cut for sure. And we did our first amateur show with Jason Vencer, my partner, and I, to give back to the community. We had over 240 kids sign up. We're doing anti-bullying festivals with some of these boxers and trainers, and I'm gonna give back, bro, because if I were to stop doing what I'm doing, it's been a hell of a ride. Today, if I say, okay, no more, and God said, you're done, no more, great. But we're gonna keep on giving back because that's where it's at, bro. And that's where I feel like, okay, I'm no longer have to be chasing to get to a pedestal. I've been blessed enough to do Mayweather McGregor. I've done Pacquiao fights, Dubai, Tokyo. I'm in a damn video game, man. Dude, it's been like incredible. So now it's give back time. So if I can pull one kid out of South Mountain on 19th Avenue and Baseline who feels like he's just a statistic, because kids in that area were supposed to be statistics.
For sure.
If I can just grab one or two out of there and be like, man, look, you can do it. You know, you can be better than I can. Let's work on something. Let's help you. I'm gonna do it, bro. That's what we're doing right now. So that's what makes me feel even better, to know that I'm back in my neighborhood. I'm helping these kids out, and I want to make our area even more special than what it already is, because there's beautiful people there, beautiful families, and it's just gonna get better and better, man. So taking the energy in, but refunneling back out to the kids so they can become what they need to be, and that's what I feel good about.
And there you have it, everybody. Man, this has been nothing short of amazing. I'm Dave Miranda, Ralph Velez Jr., aka Ramblin' Ralph, an absolute legend right here. And this has just been such a great episode, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, just give me 5, baby. Peace.